Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Business with SHMSS. Please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel to get more videos in the future for the business, finance, accounting topics. Today we are going to learn an interesting topic called NPV, which is net present value. The net present value is the difference between present value of future cash inflows and outflows at a given period of time. NPV is used in capital budgeting, investment plan to analyze the profitability of a project. Generally, as a common statement, we can say that NPV is a calculation to see the present value of future cash. The rule of NPV is if NPV of a project is positive or greater than 0, then accept the project without no objections. If the NPV of a project is negative or 0, less than 0, then reject the project or get away from the project. In calculating net present value, we have two scenarios for calculating this net present value. This we can say net present value like future value and the present value of money. This net present value is calculated for money, for value of money. So we will see there's two scenarios that are used to calculate net present values. The first scenario is future value of money. The future value of money, we can see that we are going to calculate or we are going to measure how much a certain amount of money is worth after certain years at a certain annual return of rate. Or return of rate, in other words, we can say weighted average cost of capital, we call it WACC. This topic of WACC we will learn in future videos. For that, please subscribe. I would like to remind you to subscribe my channel. Future value of money. So example 1 and 2 says different scenarios to calculate the future value of money. So the example 1 says, how much money will I have 1 year from now if I invest 1,000 at an expected annual rate? Here, very important thing that I would like to say at the initial slide, that first of all, before calculating any numbers for any questions, first you have to select the relevant data for the calculations. So now here, the relevant data of this question is 1 year from now. The investment period is 1 year. Investment amount is 1,000. Annual rate of return is 30%. So here we will see this 1,000. We will apply this data into our normal common calculation. The normal simplest way of calculation is that we put 1,000 and multiply this by 1.33, then we get 1,300 after 1 year. In example 2, the investment period is 3 years and the investment amount is the same, 1,000. Expected annual rate is 20%. So for 3 years we have to do the calculation. First of all, we'll take our investment of $1,000 and multiply by 1.2. Then you get 1,200 in the first year. Again, the first year results multiply by 1.2. Then you get 1,440 in the second year, and again multiply by 1.2. You get $1,728. This is a very tedious way to do this question, but we have a very simplest way to do these questions in the future, like in the next couple of slides. Before that, we know that to calculate this result or this amount value of money after certain years through this simplest calculations. These calculations I have provided here to just understand the future value of money concept. The second scenario is present value of money. We have calculated the future value of money. Now we are going to calculate the present value of money. The example 1 says the same example I have given here, so I don't have to read it back again. So now the same calculation that you have done for to calculate the future value of money, that calculation you are going to now reverse it or work backwards to get how much today I have to invest to get X amount in certain years. So now in this question you can see how much money do I have to invest today to yield 1,300 after 1 year from now at 30% annual return rate. So this question says how much I need to invest. I don't know how much is going to be, how much I have to invest. I don't know the exact amount, how much I need to invest today to get that amount. So we know what I need. After 1 year, I need 1,300. So take 1,300 and divide by 1.3, then you get $1,000. So today you have to invest $1,000 to get $1,300 in 1 year time from now. Example 2 says, now the yield that you are expecting throughout your investment is 1,278, but you don't know how much is going to be invested, how much you have to invest. You don't know that one. So now we know how much you need after 3 years, and you know the annual return rate 20%. So work backwards again. 1,278 divided by 1.2, get this amount. Then again do the addition, get this amount, again do the addition and get this amount. So to get $1,728 after 3 years, you have to invest $1,000. Next, we are going, as I told you before, now we are going to see the very easy step of calculating future value and the present value of money through using formula. Why the formula is, I didn't tell you before, is because I have to explain the new learners or freshers who are new to accounting and management accounting people to understand the concept. Now I'm going to use the formula to get more understanding on this topic. Let me use the same examples, example 1 and 2, and we get to use this formula for this to attempt this question. So the future value is equal to the present value into 1 plus r to the power n. So this is the equation, the basic equation for calculating future value of money. So for calculating the present value also, we are going to change the subject of the formula only, but the formula is not going to change. The formula contents of the formula is not going to change. So again, to calculate the future value of this $1,000 at an annual rate of 30%, how can we use this formula, or how can we substitute the figures for this formula to get the result that we want? The advantage, one more thing that I would like to highlight here, the advantage of using this formula is to calculate the future value for any number of years. If you use this normal steps here I have shown, you cannot use it for 100 years, but this formula we can use it for 100 years or 1,000 years. So that I recommend this formula to be used for any examination purpose to attempting questions. That will be very helpful for you to get the answer in a second, in a fraction of a second. So when we have to see these examples, and we can say the future value is equal to the present value is how much? 1,000. So 1,000 into 1 plus 0.3, this 30% is 0.3. To get how I got this to 0.3, now you have to get any percentage and divide by 100, then you get 0.3, and to the power 1. 1 is number of years. So 1 year, so 1. You get, calculate this using scientific calculators, then you get $1,300. The same answer that you got through your manual calculations. Example 2, you see you are going to do this for 3 years from now, invest 1,000 and annual rate is 20%. The future value you can use, your future value is equal to present value into 1 plus r into n. Then you get 1,000 into 1.1 plus 0.2, so 20 divided by 100, then 0.2 to the power 3. 3 is 3 years, then you get 1,728, 1,720, 1,300, 1,300. Next, the present value calculation using the formula. Just you are going to, as I told you before, just you are going to change the subject of the formula, which is like future value into present value. The present value is equal to the future value divided by 1 plus r to the power n. The n is already a number of years or number of periods. The r is equal to the annual rate of return or the weighted average cost of capital. So as we are using this, how much do I have to invest today to yield 1,000 1 year from now at 30% annual rate? Then you can see that 1,000 is a future value. How much you're going to get after 1 year is 1,000. So 1,300 is your future value. Divide by 1 plus 0.3 to the power 1, you get 1,000. So in here the equation is clear. 1,000 you get 1,000 you invest. So the second example shows the same 1,728 that you are going to get, that you require, and for 3 years at 20% annual rate. Then use the formula present value. What is the present value that you have to invest now? Then you get 1,728 that after 3 years that you require, and divide by 1 plus 0.2, which is 20% divided by 100, and you get 1,000 after 1,000 to be invested now to get 1,728 after 3 years. Now we are going to see a real example on the usage of this NPV calculation for a project of a company. So company ABC invests $3,000 for a project A at WACC, weighted average cost of capital, or annual return rate of 20% per year for 5 years. Cash inflow is expected to be 1,200 per annum. What is the NPV of the project A? So in this calculation we can use this table. So let's say investment is always minus because it's an outflow. Why it is in minus? Because it is a cash outflow. And present value calculation that we have shown here. So we can see it's getting, I have highlighted in red all the required data for this to attempt this question. So how much we invest? 3,000. How much we invest is 3,000. So 3,000 investment, and 1,200 per annum for 5 years. 5 years, 1,200. So use this table. 1 year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1,200 for 5 years. 5. Now we'll calculate the present value for this 5 years inflow using our earlier formula. Present value is equal to future value divided by 1 plus r to the power n. Then we use each year's first year. The calculation, the figures will be the same, but only the power will be the different. First year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. You get 1,000 for the first year, second year 833, 609 for third year, 579 for fourth year, 482 for fifth year. Then you take all these figures to our table, and present value of the first year 1,833, 694, 578, and you get the total of it. You get the net, the difference of outflow, as we saw in our definition, that it's a present value. The NPV is the present value of future cash flow, and in the difference between the cash inflow and the outflow. So the difference between the cash outflow and inflows are these is called NPV is 588. As we already discussed this one, NPV is positive, accept the project. NPV is negative, reject the project. So here accept the project.